good morning to each one of you. Welcome to Digital Classes of Chemistry. Hope so you all are fine and taking due care of yourself and your family during this pandemic situation due to the COVID-19. Dear students, as you know that all the education institutions are closed and we all are teaching from our home. So I have arranged a small board to just teach you. Dear students, today I'm going to tell you about a very important topic, that is modern periodic table. Okay, so this video is going to be very fruitful to you all, so please watch it full, and you can watch it in my YouTube channel also, that is karo kuch aisa ki duniya yaad rakhe. So let's start without wasting any time. Modern periodic table. Dear students, as you know that modern periodic table is one of the very important uh, concept in the chemistry, and without knowing modern periodic table we cannot understand the chemistry. So dear students, if you should become one of the good student of chemistry, then you should have good knowledge about the periodic table and the elements. So basically three things I'm going to tell you in this particular video, that is what is periodic table, why is periodic table, why we are studying periodic table, and how the periodic table can make in easy way. Okay, I have found that most of the students, they are facing problem in this topic, and they are uh, also cramming all the concept that how to draw the table. But there is no need to cram, it is very simple. I will tell you in the very handy way how to make the periodic table. So let's start the periodic table, how to draw the periodic table. Okay, so let's see. Welcome to digital classes. This is your chemistry class plus one, and today I'm going to tell you about modern periodic table. Okay, now let's understand first what is modern periodic table. So what is periodic table? It means that we need to understand what is the meaning of periodic table. So basically, modern word used for nowadays, as we have studied in this chapter the history of periodic table, in which Dovenier tried Newland's octave, Mendel's periodic table. There was the contribution of these scientists to create a systematical periodic table to understand the elements. As you know that at present more than 100 of elements has discovered, and it is very difficult to I can say it is very difficult to study. So let's discuss first about what is about meaning of modern periodic table. So basically, modern periodic table is what? It is the that table which we are using nowadays, and this table is it is made up by the contribution of two scientists, that is Moseley and Neil Bohr. Okay, in Henry Moseley, the main contribution of Henry Moseley is the periodic classification here. All the periodic table that we have studied, previous periodic table, those were on the basis of atomic mass, and this is the periodic table which is on the basis of atomic number only. Okay, so according to Bohr's and Moseley, Henry Moseley in 1930 observed the characteristics of X-rays spectra of the element, and in this specially he concluded that the atomic number is a more fundamental property of an element than its atomic mass. Okay, after that, this periodic table is framed on the basis of atomic number. So this was the main contribution of Henry Moseley to make this periodic table more comfortable. And Neil Bohr's contribution is to form the table. And basically, what is a table? Table is made up of a column and rows. Okay, so basically this is a table made up of rows and column, in which 7 rows are there. 7 rows mean this is a row. You can see in this paper, these are the in this notebook, as general notebook you have, these are the rows. And if you will make it column is, these are the column. Okay, you know in Excel sheet there are rows and column. So basically in modern periodic table there were 7 rows and 18 column. Rows are known as period. This is known as period, as in Mendeleev periodic table also we did. And 18 groups, columns, are known as groups. So basically there are 18 groups and 7 periods. So if we are doing what, so in what we need to discuss first what is period and what is group. Okay, now we will talk about why there is need to study the periodic table, because as you know that more than 100 elements are there at present which is discovered in our surrounding. So it is difficult to study the characteristics or properties of those elements. So for that purpose we need to have one fixed periodic table just to study the periodic properties of those elements. So for that purpose this periodic table will help us to study the periodic table. Although there are more than 100, but there are 18 groups, it means that 18 families are there So all the 100 more than 100 elements has classified into the 18 families. So now the work is easy. We need to study about the groups and all the members, all the elements which is present in the common member, they have similar properties. Okay, the rest we will study in the next video also. Now we will talk about how the periodic table is made. This is very important, how to make the periodic table. Okay, so today I'm going to tell you very simple tricks how to draw the periodic table. Suppose, dear students, you have this kind of notebook. In exam also you will get this kind of sheets. So generally the notebook is like this way, but you will turn the notebook toward this direction so that you will count all the numbers. So you count from here to there, left 4 5 line this side, left 4 5 line this side. Rest you can count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, like this way 18. And after that, once you will make the 18, then you will move it this side and you will make the 7 line in this way. So then it will get 7 periods, 18 group. Okay, I'm going to draw it on my board. So same way you will use the following, you will follow. So basically we need to make first this type of line, and basically we need to make 18 lines. Okay, so I'm making 18 lines. 1 2 3, like this way we will make 18 lines. 4 5. Okay, so like this way the 18 lines as we have made here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17, and one more we will make, that is 18. Okay, so 18 line representing 18 column, and each column is known as groups. Basically we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. We will mark the number later on. Now this is about the groups. Now how to make the periods? Periods we need to make, there are 7 periods. Okay, so basically we will divide 1 2, basically we will divide 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, 7 line. So first you will start from the bottom, and let me tell you again, these 18 lines we will make, it is already printed in the notebook. These are the 18 lines, it is already printed. Now we will make for line, 7 line you have to make, so you have to draw like this way, 7 line. Okay, so these 7 lines we are going to draw. So I'm drawing 7 line. 1, let me draw first 1, then 2. These last 2 you can mark 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 also. Okay, so we will start from the bottom. 6 and 7 we will draw. Okay, then 5th and 4th also we need to draw complete. Okay, 5th and 4th is also I have drawn in completely. Now we will talk about 3rd, 2nd and 1st. So in 3rd only 2, 2nd only 2, and from the last 1 2 3 4 5 6 we need to draw from the last 6 up to 6 column, then this also up to 6 column. Okay, so you can see now whatever left, and the first no left line left, so first only 1, from the last also 1. Okay, rest now everything we are going to erase. You will use this pencil to draw this, because if you will draw it with the pen or sketch, it is difficult to erase. So you need to erase this. I am going to explain you why. So first, this is very simple way to draw a periodic table. So this is coming basic shape of periodic table. Now why I have erased this, I will explain you. So this is becoming the simple shape. What we did, once again, step 1, we will count 18 lines. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10, 18 lines. Okay, these are the 18 lines. 1 2 3 4 18 columns, sorry, 18 columns. And then we will draw 7 lines with the help of pencil. So as these 7 lines I have drawn, now you will start from 7 6 5 4. Last 4 you will keep complete. Okay, and number 2 and number 3, 2 in the first and 6 from the last. In between you will erase that, and in the first there is 1 and 1. Okay, so 1 here, 1 here you will keep. Now let me explain why it is. Dear students, the periodic table, when the periodic table was about to frame, it was designing in IUPAC, that International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. At that time it was known there is a row and group that will make the table. Now question is that how the row has made 7 and how the uh, group have 18 column. The reason is given by why. Why there is 7 period, why there are 18 groups. The 7 period is made up of basically orbit. You studied orbit. Okay, we studied that atom structure of atom. Proton is in the center, electron revolve around the nucleus. Okay, in a fixed path, that is according to Bohr, in a fixed path you studied in second chapter, in which K, L, M, N are the basic K, L, M, N are the basic orbits, which is known as fixed path, in which electrons are revolving. Okay, so K have maximum limit of 2 electron. It means that only 2 electron, maximum 2 electron can occupy in K. L have 8, M have 18, and N have 32. And now those students who don't know why this number is there, so Bohr has given 1, 2 and square rule, in which N is quantum set, quantum number, principal quantum number. It means that N can be 1, 2, 3, 4. K is 1, L is 2, M is 3, and N is 4. So it means that how we can find out this N you put here. If you will put 1 in place of N, so the K is showing 2 into 1 square, it will become 1, 2. Like this way, if you will put 2 here, it will show 8. In this way, 18, 18, 32. Okay, so this is giving us magical number. So basically, due to this information, we have 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32, 32 number of elements, number of electron. Okay, so if as more as electron is there, new element is discovering. Suppose if I'll take example of sodium, so sodium have 11 electron. Okay, sodium have 11 electron. 11 electron is distributed into 2 in K, 8 in L, and 1 in outermost shell. 2 in K, 8 in L, and 1 is in outermost shell. Okay, so it means that there is 1 electron in outermost shell. So 2, 8, 8 until here 8 will not fill. We will continue filling 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. When it will reach into octet, then we will move for the next level. Okay, for the next number. So because of this, we have basically how many? See now how many digits are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Total 7 orbits are there in atom. Around the nucleus there are 7 orbits. 1, K, L, L, M, M, N, N. Okay, so because of this we got these 7 periods. Okay, so first period represent K, number 2 and number 3 represent L, number 4 and number 5 represent M, number 6 and number 7 represent N. Hope so you understood. So in this way we have 7 periods, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, now as you know that why there are only 2 now, why I erase all the things, you will get the answer of this question now. K, in K there can be only maximum 2 electron. So in this way, in K periods, K row, there are only 2 elements. The name of elements you know very well. There is hydrogen at number 1 and helium at number 2. Okay, similar way L, now L have 2 and 8 and 8, 2 times. So it means that 2 times 8 and 8. How? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 2, 8. So there are 8, there are 8. Okay, because of 8, 8. In the similar way, 18, 18. Like 1, 2. You know very well, there are 18, 18. But N is 32, 32. So you may think think like this way, sir. There are only 30, 18, 18. So and you are saying about there are 32. So dear students, in group number, this is group 1, this is group 2. Okay, this is group 3. In group 3, at number 6 period, group 3, number 6 period, there is one more I can say one more block, that is F block, and basically in this block there are 14 group. So let me arrange this little bit table. This is okay, I think. So it is 14. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. There are 14 column, 2 rows. Okay, 2 rows mean this is in 6, this is in 7, this is here in 7, this is in row, and basically it is known as lanthanide and actinide series. And this is F block. I'm going to tell you now what is F block. So it is here. So you need to count in this way. Total 2 plus 6, 8 plus 10, 18 plus 40. So it becomes 2 plus 6 plus 10 plus 40. So it becomes total 32. Because of that, n block, n number of shell have 32, 32 number of electron. Okay, so I think you got my point. How the periods has formed. It is the Bohr's contribution that period has formed according to Bohr's model. There are K, L, M, N, 7 periods. 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32, 32 because of magic number. Okay, so you know, I think, how the periods form. Now we will talk about how these groups form. So second, as again, proton in the center, electron revolve around the nucleus. Okay, and electron revolve in a fixed path, but where it is revolving in fixed path, that probability, like you know, sun is in the center and all the planets are revolving around the sun, but we don't know what is the fixed position, what is the probability of finding that planet in the universe. Similar way, we don't know the probability of electron. Probability of electron means where is electron found exactly in that fixed path. So that is called orbital. Okay, that is called orbital or subshell. So orbital is this space which is present in between two orbit, space between two orbit, where probability of finding electron is maximum. That is called orbital, and this is also Bohr's contribution. So according to him, there are four basic orbital, which tell us about the shapes of orbit, shapes of that I can say orbital. Okay, so there is S, P, D, F. Now, my dear student, S. Chalo, I will tell you general. You did in electron configuration also in second chapter. Basically, S have only one shell, one shape, that is spherical shape. Because of that, S have one orbital. P have three orbital. Three orbital. Why? Because it have three directional shape like px, py, pz. You did in second chapter. That is, px is x-axis, py is y-axis, and pz is z-axis. So we have three shapes. So three orbital, three space. Okay, and each orbital carry two electron, one clock direction spin, one anti-clock direction spin. So we are making total, how many electrons are there? 6 now. In the same way, D have 5 shape. You know, dxy, dyz, dzx, dx square, dash y square, and dz square. Okay. So because of that, there can be total 10 electron, and in this way there are 7, so 14 electron. Okay. So very simple. S block can occupy 2 electron, P occupies 6 electron. In this way, S occupies 2 electron, P occupies 6 electron, D occupies 10 electron, F will occupy 14. So now don't be confused. Two different numbers came in front of you. One is that orbit 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32, 32. Second came that from subshell, that is 2, 6, 8, 10, and 14. Now these 2, 6, 10, and 14 I am going to relate here. 2. S have 2 orbital, 2 electron can be there. So because of that, these two are known as S block. I can say first 2. I'm going to represent this with the different color chalk. So these two are basically known as S block, in which first group is known as basically alkali group, and second is known as alkaline earth metal. Okay, in detail we will study in next future. S block chapter is there in the same. So second, I am taking these 6 is what, see now. Let me give the number 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, then 13, 14. In Roman you have to write. Okay, 15, 16, 17, and 18. 18 group is noble gas, inert gas, zero gas. So these are known as P block. Group number 13 to now. Group number 13 to 18 is known as P block. Group number 1 to 2 is known as S block, and this is let me take with blue pen. This is these 10. As you know that indeed there are 10. These 10 are known as basically D block. Okay, these are known as D block, and group number 3 to 12 is the member of D block. Okay, and these are F block. These are F block. Where is F block? F block is here in between. Actually it is here, but we cannot draw it so small, so that's why we are drawing it here. Okay, so like this way we have S block, P block, D block, F block. Total 2 group is there of S block. Total 6 is in P block. 6 plus 2 8. Total 10 is in D block. 8 plus 10 18. So that's why 18 groups are there, as these 14 are in between the D block, that's why these are inside. Now how to give the name? What is the name? S block is known as alkali metal. First group is called alkali. Second is called alkaline earth metal. P group are known as representative elements. Okay, basically most of these are non-metals. And here D blocks are known as transition elements, and F block are known as inner transition elements. Okay, so basically like this way, if I will frame it, so this is the basic layout of S block. This is the basic layout of P block, and these are the basic layout of D block. These are the basic layout of D block. Okay, and this is the F block. Okay, so now dear students, I have shared you in PDF the diagram of periodic table. Hope so you understood how we can draw the periodic table. Basic properties, basic characteristics in detail. S block, P block, D block, F block I will tell you next class. Okay, so till then, take care. Hope so you enjoyed this video. If you still have some problem, so you can call me. Okay.